was like that. क्या हुआ मेरा? Oh, hello, Leo Ancherani. Ah, okay. How has the day been? Leo, wait a minute. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Okay. Yeah, it has been good. What do you think about happiness? Can I ask you a question about what are your views on happiness? What is happiness for you and for the world? I'm 20, I'm 27. Personal aware. Ah, yeah. But in a world where people are busy trying to find attractive people, look at them, look, someone attractive should look at me or us or anyone, or we should have a lot of money. Is that happiness or not? And if that is not happiness, how can we attain happiness? Okay, so you think love, but uh, let's take a simple example of someone who's living on the streets. And living on the streets is not a place where you can find love, right? So how does a person who's living on the streets, doesn't have money to buy clothes or whatever, find happiness? That's all I want to know. If we think that true happiness comes straight from the heart, yeah, it comes from our own heart, right? That's absolutely true. And so if someone, okay, hmm, so what would you tell to someone who's in his 20s or 30s, and he thinks that finding attractive people, look at them, or praise them, or get attention from attractive people, everyone is attractive, but in the so-called world we find attractive people in the form of models, actors, or women or men who look a significant amount of, who have, like, it's not that. Mhm. So what about those people who don't have that? No, let's, those people, right? I think that you are attractive. Okay, that's because you haven't seen me in real world. If you would see me in real world, you would be really, really. You won't, because the place where I am from, there are very, very. The people here are not most likely very humble, but they are very attractive. Okay, so my question is that hmm, I am from I am from I am from a place where there is nature and there is misery. That's where I am from. Do you think it's possible for someone to stop thinking about a girl or a boy that they really find cute? And if it is possible, how do we stop thinking about them? How do we stop thinking about them? I think you know why I ask you these questions, my dear, because I miss the old me, the simple me. I'm from the United States of America. Wow. So let's assume that that I am a girl and you are also a girl, all right? Let's just assume for the sake of, for some fun. Are you a girl? I am a girl, okay? No, 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 that's not important if you're a girl or not. Uh, Let's assume that I find someone attract. Okay, I find someone attractive, and you know that, and you are like, why are you thinking about them so much that? So if we find someone really attractive, or yes, attraction is going to be there. I'm a boy though. Okay. Oh, you're still young. I can't ask you about love or crushes, right? But I'm sure everyone must have been attractive, like attracted to someone at some point in their life. I'm sure about that, because they thought that having them would give them some pleasure, or that, or being around them. Mm, money can't buy you love. That's what you said. All right, that's a good point, but that is something that means, if you compare money with love, that means you are looking for love. Because if you are not think, I have a question for you now. Okay, sure, sure, sure. Do you find yourself attractive? I think I know that I exist, but I find myself attractive. I'll tell you why. Wait, let me think about it. मैं जब बाहर I have lost my hair. All right, I'm still only 27. I've lost hair. I have big teeth like Bugs Bunny. I have dark skin. But why did my life changed? I will tell you honestly. Okay, I'll tell you with a good example. Wait, what happened to me was that I started thinking that happiness or joy is when I don't feel like I need anything from anyone. It can be attention, it can be respect, it can be love, it can be validation. Like, if you really like someone, you also try to talk to them to seek some validation, right? Right? If this girl talks to me, I need her validation that I am cute or I exist. But for me, when I studied slightly more for a longer duration, I realized my heart is finally at peace. I have no thoughts. My heart is full of love, no envious thoughts about anyone who is doing a lot of things, no envious thoughts for them. If someone looks a certain way, no jealousy from them. If someone is dating a girl that I used to find, like, so not no thoughts of no such thoughts, like love and passion for humanity. And you know what else I did? I did after that, when I started studying more, I realized that the people who study, there's just one thing that can you remove Abe, you know when I realized that when I became a better person, what I did after that, I stopped thinking that the world is selfish. Oh, if there's a beautiful girl, I have to go and talk to her first, otherwise, because this world is a mess. They are selfish people. If I have money, I'll hide it from people and eat whatever I want. It changed. When it changed, I realized that I don't need anything from anyone. If I have more money than what my body can take and my soul feels good about it, I will give it away to those who need it. And that's what I did since 2023 March. Man, what's wrong with you? Why are you writing such things? I'll not remove you because otherwise the stream would not be weird, right? So when I started realizing that I can help the poor, because there are people who have literally nothing, like who can't go a week without working, right? They have to work every day, they have to fix some shoes, they have to, some are cobblers, some sell some things on the road. And I spotted them, and when I started seeing the world as I have compassion and love for people, and I find that fulfillment inside my heart when I help others. I stopped thinking about girls and I want some valid or money, but at the same time I started learning about the things that was required, that are skills that are needed to have a job. I'm still doing that, right? I'm doing that for around 2 years now, and since then I've never been sad. If a girl tries a few girls try to uh, get in touch with me, because when they realize that this guy is has changed, right? He's become a person full of compassion, but I didn't share any number with them, anything with them, because I wanted to be that 13-year-old kid again, full of innocence, no idea what sex is, what money is, what power is, what ego is, right? Disrespect is. And when I became that, I could finally be myself again. That is who I actually am, the 13-year-old myself, who has no idea what sex is, what fame is, what disrespecting is, what shouting is, what anger is. I won't say about anger. I used to get angry because I used to play a lot of video games and stuff, and not study, not read books. I used to be extremely unhealthy, unhealthiest person I have ever been. So when I started looking at the world like that, that even if I die today, what's that one thing that I can do to make someone smile? So when I had anything money, I would go and find someone on the road. There are people who have to work every day, like there are no off days because they have no, their parents had nothing. So you find those people, and even if you die today, you see not a lot of people would help them, right? So you go to those people and you give them what you have, what you love. No, not what you love, you give them that. And when you think about it, that even if my life ends today, I did something that would bring a smile on my face, because not a lot of people helped them. They had the chance, they had more money than me, they had a job. I don't even have a job, but I'm not like, the world is not giving me a job, I won't give a shit about it. This world deserves anger, hell, this world deserves all my anger and jealousy. No, that when I changed, I started thinking that no, I don't need anything from anyone. I'm willing to sacrifice myself, but at this moment, I don't need to give my life for anyone, because that's not how the world, what the world needs right now. So the best thing after giving my life I can do is give someone some money who needs it, right? And some help. Talk kindly to them, right? Control my tongue against my parents or my brother or anyone at home, not get angry. So when I started thinking like that, I've never been sad, honestly, right? And you can't achieve that thinking without learning something. It is scientific. A lot of scientific books, it is clearly stated that the people who are happy, they always are learning something, they are continuously learning something, right? In उर्दू जैसे और हिंदी, जो लोग खुश रहते हैं वो हर दिन कुछ ना कुछ सीखते रहते हैं, which means the people who are happy are learning something every day. And it doesn't mean you have to be there for 4 hours or even 8 hours. I just do it for 2 hours, and that makes me a good person. My neighbors don't complain about me anymore. I remember that I used to shout while playing video games or something against I used to get angry when a girl would ignore me, and that anger would turn into shouting and all that. But when that changed, everything became so nice. I don't regret it. There are sometimes there are misunderstandings between me and someone. I misunderstand them, but I don't regret, because I didn't shout at them. I didn't get angry because I didn't want anything from them. I was trying to give them something, but due to some misunderstanding, I might have said, "Hey, I'm not sure about you right now." I, I right stuff. So that's what happiness is. Happiness is helping others, making someone's life better, helping someone, right? And also, happiness is saving money. To be honest, right? My my father spends a lot of money. I had to take my ATM card back from, yeah, because I had given it to him because I didn't spend enough. I don't even spend anymore. But I realized that I love him. I want him to have everything, but at the same time I know if I give my ATM card to him, money won't be saved. So I took it back. And yeah, so yeah, saving money will give you happiness, respecting people. And the world is, there are so many people who need like who think that maybe talking to that girl would make give them that contentment. There's a word called contentment. It's a boring word. It means not feeling like something is like empty in here, not feeling that emptiness in here. And there is also that. So yeah, if you think like that I can offer the world something, and in return expect nothing, that would also give you happiness, because that is a very good thing you can do, rather than thinking that chasing girls and driving big expensive cars. And you know I swear, if you think like that, you will be a lot happier. And I know, and jealousy can end when we feel like something has changed inside our heart. And that change of heart happens when you learn something. You stay away from overstimulated things such as social media, YouTube, music, movies, sports. All these things give our brain that instant gratification, overstimulation. And when we get overly stimulated, we can't feel pleasure in life. We don't feel pleasure in the real things. So this is something that happened, that I learned when I studied for the first time in my life. I studied 2 hours. I realized I didn't only study for 2 hours, I didn't use my mobile phone for 2 hours. And that happened for the first time in my life. I didn't remember when, and I felt so healthy after that. That and that positivity and pleasure and everything, I wanted to give the world something back. And since that day, I've studied every day. And honestly, I swear, even though I didn't get a job or anything, but I still feel like I can do something for the people. And I do that once a month. I've already done that. Like since the past 2 years, I have asked my dad and mom for help, for to help that guy, and they have never said no. So that's what I'm saying. Like, right, we need a deeper purpose in life. We need a purpose in life to be happy. And right, I'm sorry it got a bit too boring today, but I don't know. I want you to know the truth, honestly, because if someone would have told me the truth, I would have been so much happier, avoided so much conflict happening, because you find a girl attractive and you're worried if someone else is staring at her. Oh my god, that's not where you're going to find happiness, my child. It's not possible. No, no. It's the truth, actually. If you stay there, and you have to be alone for that, right? If you study for 2 hours, you're going to be alone for 2 hours. But guess what? You are not going to be bored. And if you are not going to be bored, and you are doing something that has a meaning, you'll get healthier. You'll start thinking better. You will attain critical thinking. That's what differentiates a happy person from a sad person, is the ability to think critically. And also your heart will feel purer, and the energy of a 28-year-old or a 20-year-old, and the heart of a 10-year-old. Imagine that happiness is going to be yours, and yours. Nobody can take that from you. If you have a heart of a 10-year-old and a body and a mind of a 20-year-old, you are going to be happy always. Nothing can steal your happiness then. But you are like, hey, the world will make a fool out of me if I don't show myself selfish and dominant. These people will think I am someone who's going to get exploited, right? But no, that is not the truth, my dear. I swear. This is not the truth. This is what the movies and the sports and all the people want you, all the Titanic lovers want you to know. If you get sex as quickly as possible and get as popular as quickly as possible, you're going to have a good. That's not at all true. That is absolutely not true. That is why our ancestors worked so hard so that we could have so much access to so much knowledge in so little time. The internet, right? We can study for free. We just have to pay our tuition fee to college, and we can study everything for free. We can learn anything for free and feel that contentment inside us. Look, I've been staring at this phone for such a long time. Look at this. Look at how beautiful it's outside, right? So, right, yeah, if you just make, if you keep a goal today that you will not shout at your parents today or not overreact at them, and when you go to sleep or you think about it after 3 or 4 hours, you will feel so much happier. And if you want that to happen unconsciously, you're not trying to be kind, you want to be kind. If for that you need to give 2 hours to something that gives you self awareness, and that is learning physics, learning everything you have in your syllabus, math, science, anything you have, right? Which is non fiction. Number 1, fictional movies or something, you read something that is not fiction, right? That is science, maths, and you will attain self awareness that will not let you hate, not let you feel envy, not let you feel jealous, because you don't want anything, you are trying to give anything. Imagine like that, you are walking onto the street, and the same people you were jealous about, oh, they are like, oh, this guy comes again, and when they say you see you behave nicely, they are like, wow, wow. They will start appreciating you, even though there's no interaction, but there will be positivity around, they will speak positive about you, believe me. And that kind of a life is a dream, brother. That's why we are like, hey, I miss the old me when we didn't have mobile phones. You can still, if you learn something on your laptop or from a book, you can still stay away from your mobile phone. So we have a solution, right? And the energy that we didn't have when we didn't have mobile phones, we have a lot more energy than that right now, right? We are taller, we are not afraid of the dark, we can handle angry people better, we can self defense ourselves, right? We can handle such things. So there's nothing like that, right? So yeah, I know Andrew Tate is also right, but to be very honest, we can also do that, right? We can just simply, we don't need a lot of advice, study our things what we have to study for school. I swear, you will never ever feel disrespected. Also, imagine someone insulted you in front of a whole group of people, and you are like, I'm not feeling disrespected. You are cool even in that situation. Imagine like that, how wonderful life would be. Imagine you're so pure and so innocent. Most of the days, I'm not saying every day, most of the days, if once it's like you can't sleep, and then you know what happens if you can't sleep, sometimes you start thinking it. But imagine how happy and helpful you can be to the people. There are people who lost their pay, who lost a father, right? I spoke to a woman, she lost her husband. She asked me for help today. I couldn't help her because I was not in the best of moods, but she came to my house from a long long way, right? Because someone told her that this guy is now, he's changed and he has started helping people. His father has a lot of money, but now Ikram has said that this money will only go to the people who need it. She came from such a long way away. I told her, I want to know, you have to take a video of your house where you are from, and you have to get a personal card of yourself which has your address and which is certified by the government, right? Because that's the kind of person I became. I didn't knew that that's what it takes to be happy. I was like, no, 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 if this guy sees me here, I'm eating my lunch, I'm not going to share with him. Oh, he's looking, oh, no, 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 hide it, hide it. That kind of a mindset has changed. I'm like, what can I do for the people? And guess what? I have never been so happy in my life, and also healthy physically. I restricted myself, I restricted my food intake from 600 calories per meal to 400, and that made such a big difference. Now I'm healthier, and that 200 calories go into, anyone ask me, my brother asked me, hey, give me that, I'll say sure, here you go, because my body doesn't need it. So what's the point of being angry if someone asks you for help and you're like no? It's, if someone is asking for you, if someone is asking you for help, I swear it's for your own benefit. Your health will get better, or your character will get better, or it will be healthier for you, I swear. And also the one who is up there will also be happy, right? So if you think like that, if you can think like that, you are going to think like that. If you study, stop listening to Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, movies, all those things that are not right, that give you a shortcut way of life, that if you take someone's happiness away, you will be happy. If you are greedier, you will be happy. If you are angrier, you will be happy. If you are क्या बोलते हैं उसको, more egoistic, right? That's not true. So that's what I'm trying to say. So it's been a long time now. It's as you can see. So right. So that's what I'm saying. If you have a lot of money, if you want happiness, I swear you become disciplined. Stop thinking about girls. If you have a lot of money, even if you have a lot of don't have a lot of money, get disciplined. Stop. You will automatically stop thinking about girls. You will and you don't have to think about that. It will happen automatically if you start working a little hard. 2 hours of study every day, you will stop thinking about girls. You will stop being afraid of hunger, these kind of things. And then when someone gives you some money, you're like, I'm already happy, I don't need it, so I'm going to either save it or give it away, right? So yeah, thank you guys for watching the stream. Thank you so much. And love you all, and help each other out, guys. At least find someone you can help, all right? I give you a mission like GTA San Andreas. Go, CJ, find someone you can help out there who can't help you back, all right? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Hmm.